Hello students, let's begin another subtopic from the chapter 7 Weather, Climate and the Adaptations of Animals to Climate. The subtopic is Elements of the Weather. So what are the elements of the weather? The temperature, humidity and other factors are called the elements of the weather. So here we discuss about the maximum and minimum temperature, humidity, rain and snow and wind. So the picture you can see, so this picture is the maximum minimum thermometer. So the highest temperature recorded during a day is called the maximum temperature. I think you can see the maximum temperature which is recorded. It is there. I think you can see. So this is the maximum temperature. You can see the mercury level. It shows the maximum temperature of the day. And here the mercury level shows the minimum temperature of the day. So, the highest temperature recorded during a day is called the maximum temperature and the lowest temperature recorded during a day is called the minimum temperature, and here the mercury level shows us the maximum and the minimum temperatures. So that is why this temperature, the thermometer which help us to record the maximum and minimum temperature is known as maximum minimum thermometer. The minimum temperature for a particular day is recorded in the early morning. So when the surroundings are cooler, that means early morning, we have to record the minimum temperature. As the day advances, it becomes warmer and the direct sun rays heat up the ground and surrounding air to a very large extent, and the maximum temperature for a particular day is reached sometime in the afternoon. This makes the surroundings very hot and unbearable during summers. So for these reasons, we feel so miserable in the afternoon during summers. So we record the maximum temperature normally during, we record mostly in the afternoon. Not only the summers, even in the winters also, we record the maximum temperature in the afternoon. Then the next element is the humidity. So what is humidity? Humidity is the measures of the moisture in air. So the amount of water vapor present in the air is known as the humidity. So when the amount of water vapor is high, that means more water vapor is there in the air than we say that humidity is high. That is in the air the humidity is very high. If the amount is less, then we say the humidity is low. Now in the weather reports, I think you all have seen the sample weather report which I have shown in the first videos. There you have seen the weather reports in the newspaper, not only in the newspaper or others also, that means in the magazines and others. It shows humidity in percentage. They actually show the relative humidity, and humidity in 100% at a particular temperature means the air is saturated with water vapor at that temperature. That means in the air there is no space for the water vapor. That means air cannot take more water vapor. That means already the 100% the air is filled up with the water vapor. So that is called the saturated condition. So 100% means the air becomes saturated. Now if the humidity is 50%, it means that the air contains half the amount of water vapor. That means half amount is not filled. That means space is there. So air can absorb more water vapor from the surface. That is from the land and the that is water surface. It requires, that means 50% of more water vapor to become saturated. Mostly the humidity is measured with the help of an instrument which is known as hygrometer. Hygrometer, hygrometer. Then the next element is the clouds. So in the rain and snow. The third element is the rain and the snow. So in the clouds, when the water droplets join together and become heavy, they come down as rainfall. And when the temperature is very low, the water droplets in the clouds freezes into crystals of ice and fall down as snow. So rainfall is generally measured by an instrument which is known as rain gauge. So what is rain gauge? Rain gauge is a measuring cylinder with a funnel at the top to collect rain water. Rain gauge measures the rainfall at a place in the unit millimeters. The fourth element is the wind. So you all know what is wind. With the moving air is known as wind. So during winters, when the wind blows from the northern, that means mountains, mostly we can see in India the mountains are there, that means Himalayas. It is in the northern parts of India. So the air blows from the northern parts of India towards the northern place, and the plain becomes very cold. But during the summers, the wind blows from the western India towards the central and the eastern India, and the regions becomes very hot.